Tired and Grumpy in Alaska. May 6, 2020 by Anna von Reitz. I do so wish that people would listen the first time, or maybe the second, or the third time I tell them something, but it seems, no, it's always the fourth, fifth, sixth, maybe 10th time before it sinks in. The reason that all this is happening is so that, 1. Mr. Trump can access our emergency defense funding to pay for his operating expenses while both the territorial and municipal corporations are technically in bankruptcy. 2. Mr. Trump can prepare for the collapse of the municipal government and fund things as defense expenditures, like calling up 1 million reservists to replace all the Leos who will be riffed and pink-slipped when the municipal corporations shut down. 3. Mr. Trump can prepare for food shortages and supply line interruptions caused by the municipal corporations shutting down, and charge it all to our defense budget. 4. Mr. Trump can invest in essential infrastructure, bulwarking the electrical grid, for example, and charge it all to our defense budget. 5. Mr. Trump can commandeer all our civilian physicians, redefine them as uniformed officers acting under Federal Code 37, and force them to vaccinate all federal citizens at $400 per head, so that he can then, again, guess what? Charge us $1,000 or more per shot as a, yes, you guessed it, defense budget item. And then, they will all die off and his beloved Governmental Services Corporation will be relieved of the expense of caring for all those baby boomers in their old age. This is all about money, money, and money. Saving money, offloading money, changing money, accessing money, blah, blah, blah. This is all about gaining access to our pocketbook via emergency defense funding, and you have to have, or create, an emergency in order to do that, right? So here it is, planned, and right on time. So all furor and hoopla they are creating is designed to do what? Repeat after me. To pick our pockets and pay their obligations as emergency defense funding initiatives. As I observed, they can order and pay for 14 billion shots of vaccine at $1,000 a shot, dump it all, or redefine vaccinations as dots on paper, and use the profit from this idiocy for their operating expenses. This is possible? Why? Because there isn't a single person in Washington, D.C., acting as a fiduciary for this country and all the people in it. They are all representatives of foreign corporations. The other reason is that the Municipal Congress has to vacate Washington, D.C. for 90 days as part of the bankruptcy settlement, and what better excuse than health concerns? Hide their tracks behind a smokescreen of pandemic response and soak us to pay for it, too. And yes, Virginia, it is all 100% pure, unadulterated, self-interested bunk. And all that said and realized, you had better tell your friends and neighbors, you had better get your paperwork in order and your declarations of political status on the books, so when they come around and want to ear tag you like a cow and shoot other foreign substances straight into you you have the basis to stand there and say, no, thanks. I am not a federal citizen, volunteer, or dependent. Just take a look here at what Gates did in Nigeria, bribes to legislators to pass a mandatory vaccination law. https://tinyurl.com/gates-nigeria, and then tell me that you don't believe he's been doing the same thing here, to grease his filthy little wheels? Links to Anna's articles and resources can be found in the video description box. If you enjoy having Anna's latest articles made into videos, please consider making a purchase from Ed's website sacredintuitiveelements.com. Thank you.